Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. I'm Gnomes and this is another stream of world building. This time addressing a new topic. It's new for me. I've been trying to learn anything about using the asset library in Blender for projects, larger projects. Can be smaller projects too. I've been struggling to understand the logic of it, but I think it's simple actually, but it's not very intuitive in my personal opinion. I was quite excited when I heard about it, and then regarding some updates and all that, but I never really learned how to use it, and now, though I was already used with some workflow using append and all that kind of stuff, not linked to, more about appending stuff, right, from one Blender file to another. And but the asset library is more sophisticated than that, in the sense yeah, we all know about it, right? If you don't know, look at some quick explanation. They are pretty good quick tutorials about that, but the problem is how to use it in practice for me. So I would prefer that, like, I could just save a material, like, I don't know why it must be so complicated, but my ideal proposition is, well, let me save this material into the asset library directly, right? And then I can retrieve from it wherever. So, but it's not like that apparently. So what I've done was to adjust everything accordingly to how it should work. So I have this in Blender 4.1.1, right? I'm using this one, and I have made two asset libraries, but I'm using this one for this project, Neocene V. And so have to create here, this is a folder, right? Then we select the folder, whatever. I'm not gonna make the tutorial here, but this is not a tutorial. So this is maybe boring, but well, let's try to make it appealing in some way. So I'm using this. I don't know too much about that. Usually I saw people talking about this one. Import the assets as copied data block with no link to the original asset. There's one how the and this one, import the assets as copied data block while avoiding multiple copies of nested, typically heavy data. For example, the textures of a material asset or the mesh on an object don't have to be copied every time this asset is imported. The instance of the asset share the data instead. That might be okay. Well, I have some texture image, so people are recommending this, however, for some reason. Yeah, okay, let's leave like that. If I have a problem, we don't know. Okay, so I have this, that should be enough. Then what I did here, because of I'm starting to try to learn how this thing works, I've made a copy of my character file, the Dorothy, right, which has some materials I want to use for the plot, for the character. Some assets like the glaive. The cloth I'm not considering assets, they'll be associated with the character. The glaive also, but it's the closest asset that is not so much like cloth, that only is useful on the character, while the glaive, maybe the character can pose it, rest on a table, whatever. So I have that file in that folder, right? I've made a copy so that I couldn't ruin the copy and just sustain there what I really need. So this is my idea, and then ultimately I will try to make a new file and pick from all those deconstructed files all that I need, like all the materials. I'm still not sure how I'm going to organize, because these are not folders, these separations, materials, props. It's really confusing. I don't know how to organize stuff, right? I was already struggling with append and finding and link, and to try to find what is the material, what is the object, the mesh, what is the vertex group, right? I was already suffering with this kind of CG techniques, CG stuff, right? And now there's a brand new stuff, which is this asset browser for me, right? So here I have this file that I intend to deconstruct. So this is the asset library, and there is unassigned, yes. So all this stuff are from the other file, maybe except for this one. The problem is that I think this is, yeah, I've made this one before when I was trying. So this is okay, this is from here. Let's clear this one. These are from the other file, Dorothy, so I cannot clear them from here. They are based on another file, so I cannot. So this is interesting. This is from here, so I can clear, yes. This one I'm not sure I'm gonna clear, because let's see how it works in the shift 3, I guess. Yes, so here there's a world thing. Let's try to push that here. Wait, it doesn't allow it. All right, so let's call this, okay, so okay, again, I have a better idea. Let's get here to the, because this file is a copy, I can destroy it. It is not a problem. So let's go back to here. Let's change this to Hollow Stars 2, because here I made change to this stuff. Sky Hollow, and that is Stars Grayscale Color. It's my latest iteration on the space, and maybe you're not able to see very well. Yeah, not even myself. There should be colors. Why can't I see them though? Strange. EV, cycles. What happened here? I'm lagging a lot now. Alright, so apparently I've just lost some reference here in space. Lost in space, right? Alright. Okay, so and where is the, oh yeah, I need to get those things back. Alright. So I'm not gonna use those structures as assets. These are all going to trash for this file, which will be more for the, what I really want is perhaps some assets that I think I can reuse, modular stuff, maybe some vases with plants, something that I've done on different scenes here, on a different scene, but I gradually will pick whatever I need. So in order to solve that first, okay, so I know what I need to do. First, let's get here again. Then I will pick this hollow stars color, and I'm going to clear. Oh, it was. Alright, so I'm going to save mark as asset. There we go. Except that, can I change the name of this? And I must investigate why these colors are not really working. I could, there would be a node group for that, but this is fine. Then let's see here, what do I do if I, yeah, we can change the name here. So I'm gonna get how will I, yeah, how do I call this kind of stuff? So I don't have so mat for material, but yeah, this is a material, but this is a world material, and this is not from character, this is from, this is what I call landscape stuff. So basically I tend to divide stuff in different categories, like conceptually, like there are, for at least for my project, characters, this is not new, right? Props, which would be assets, stuff that the characters carry, furniture, props, whatever, stuff that can move usually, but that are not characters, not alive maybe. And then we have scenery, and then I have landscapes, which like a scenery 2, HDR 360 degree image, some those kind of stuff. This could be landscape stuff, and also scenery that are like to be really far away, and scenery is like more a house, a building, stuff like that. Maybe furniture can be built into scenery. So this is why, but I don't want the names to be too large here, so this is pretty annoying. So I don't have a code for those things. If I just put starship or this, I know it's scenery, but then I'm not sure what this is. It will get somewhat disorganized. So let's start landscape, whatever. Let's try this. Now the name is bad, yeah. So space or world material. Well, it is a material, but it's a special material. That's kind of stuff that I really need to find a way to properly organize. So okay, let's assume I got, let's leave it like that, or maybe I do mat W, so that will mat world, it will go to the end. Maybe that makes sense, yeah. Alright, then let's make something here, and let's try to make some changes here just to see what happens if I let's place here the scenery. Yeah, we have changed there already. What is that? Okay, let's say we have this, and then if I go back to the, yeah, let's pick the Ah, my Blender crashed. Great. Blender 4.1.1. Okay, open recent. Okay, so apparently I've lost everything. At least it should be fast here. Let's clear assets. Then, yeah, let's also make vertical here. Let's get Shift 3. This one is the hollow star, so matte. Oh, they have a material, but do they are? Oh, yeah, okay, so I don't need matte because they will, not only they have these icons, but I can place them there in this kind of organization. Okay, okay, great. So I have a better solution here, so that will be nice. So in the materials I can have like world, and I can have shader object, right? And there's something else also. World line style, not using line style, that is enough for me. So materials, let's do like that, and let's save these updates. Okay, clear here, all that I can clear that too. This I think are not clearable. So let's save now, and let's call this, instead of matte hollow, let's get this thing like that, hollow stars color. Alright, because there's a halo and there's in the sky, and then there's stars which are colored. And so this I will totally mark as assets. Now we got it. It's an assign, so we bring this like here, and here we go. Save. This is already saved, fine. Yeah, this is pretty boring, and you see how confusing it can get. So what I wanted to see if there's anything I can I just want to see what happens if I do the obvious thing, right? It's like if I delete, there is no world thing here, and then I bring it there, and it got Alright, so apparently I changed that, and this changed the one in the asset library. Strange. Okay, yeah, because this is the one that is here, I guess. So if I delete this, does it, can I bring it back? Yes. And it should be as it was saved, right? Fine. So I don't need this right now. This I can save, right? Then I get Shift A group. Is there anything here? New. Don't I have some space star group? Oh yeah, I have a group here. Tab. This is an older version. let's see. So if there's an output here, yes. Yeah, this is very old. It would be nice to be able to compare them. So let's make some tests here. Halo stars, black and white. Then assigned, and there it is. World. Let's see. Okay. Well, I have them here, right? I don't need to do that, but let's see what happens. Okay, it totally changes. They don't overlap, natural, of course. Strange behavior, so I could also save this node group. But this is an old setup, so I'm not sure if how do I delete a node group? So yeah, this is Halo stars black and white group. Yeah, so the idea of grouping is a bit like a pre-library asset things, right? Alright, let's see if there's anything I can. This is by the way, is a model sheet of the starship that I want to create. So here, let's go back to the color one. There should be colors visible, but they're even for me it sounds very faint. And this is not. Let's see here if I change. I cannot pick this, the proper one that I want. Okay, now I see colors. Yeah, so they exist, but is maybe I'll have to rework that at some point. And okay, let's move on. There's already too much time on this thing, so I don't want that. Now, yes, I can delete these model sheets here, these dummies. Let's see. Okay, I have other dummies elsewhere, I think. So bridge. Are there some materials here? I just need this, I guess. So glass transparent A. I think I've made something about this recently. So let's go for the object shaders. So here everything that changes is just the diffuse. For some reason they have a different naming there on this scene. It's because it's a different scene, right? So let's not, this is just a glass transparent A. This might be useful. Okay, I know these things are something else, so I'm not gonna bother with them. Yeah, those are for some special effects that are not gonna be visible here. Yeah, those materials are not applied, but basically if I applied, it's taking time, so it's this kind of, I was experimenting with this. It's actually a good thing, good shaders to have, but it's not for this style. But this can be, it only exists on this scene, so maybe maybe I should maintain this. We got something that didn't work very well, that's why it's called in chaos. I have to revise that. I was not totally able to do what I really wanted. Grayscale, this is nice, but, and then I have a yeah, so the patch was the most developed one. Alright, so maybe I maintain this. This glass, I feel like it's some new thing that I've made. So pure. This is super simple, right? Mark acid. Actually, Control Z. Okay, it's there. Then mark acid. All right. Let's bring this to object. If I delete from here, can I bring it back? Probably I should. Like, let's bring it to this whole object maybe. Yeah. It randomly decides where it goes, but yeah, whatever. Oh, this is not from here. Alright, so this in chaos whip. So something that I haven't finished, so let's mark as asset. Grayscale. Okay, do I have another grayscale then? Why this is having... ink grayscale, okay. Mark as asset, and this is black and white, ink black and white. Mark as asset. Oh, I can. Okay, let's make some tests here. Put all this here. Save. So if I click this, I can accidentally take it off from. All right. Good. Alright, so I can now do this or this. Okay, it goes on the mesh, right? I see the behavior. And yeah. Didn't I lack something? I think maybe it's not in this file anyways. Alright, so yeah, okay, so let's delete those things. All these I can take from, yeah, they have this 001 because what is this one? Glass screen. Oh, this is something, yeah, from another scene, so can delete. Glass space A. What is that? Here we have mix shader transparent and well, let's try. Now let's just assign here. I can try this glass thing without without anything on the scene. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. Now it leaves that effect, alright, so and then I was trying to see what happens though. No, we don't want that, so yeah, so that will be glass space how where's this distorted, yeah. It's not sure I'm gonna use this, but let's, just because of the setup, let's skip it then and assign where it is here, object. Alright, and now save. I can delete all that. This is the glass sphere. You see it's completely different. And okay, then on this scene, is there anything that I need to care about? No, this was a work in progress. Delete, delete, base, nothing of interest here. Delete, delete, delete. What was that? Cube, just for modular building. Delete. Yeah, so all this scene. Yes, let's, can I delete uh, okay, I've just deleted the scene. Great. So now I'm back to where I have a lot of materials and a few assets that I might want to recover. So to start with, oh, I lost the patched. Okay, yeah, the best one actually for some effect. I think it's just the light that is missing. Or maybe, yeah, let's just, I have to remember that. Have to compare or just create some. No, the light is good when it's doing the effect. Alright, so it's a question of the light, the sunlight. So this is working. This is safe. Mark as asset. Unfortunately, it's always the same thing. Goes there. What is this glass transparent thing? I substituted it. Yeah. Can't go back. Okay, I'll have other materials for this, so not gonna bother here. Metal gray, I could probably get this one. It's a simple material, but I already start getting those things. Yeah, super simple. This is stylized, so that's why. Here, sign. This is certainly incomplete. It's already working on some material, on some surfaces, but not in this way here. Okay, so mark as asset, metal gray, mark as crashed. Okay, fortunately I have saved. So strangely, that material had got too many dependencies, stuff like that, right? Mark as asset. Okay, it was saved. Mark as asset. Okay, done. Plastic, I like this one. So is there a difference? Yes, there is. So if I get this one in claystone, yes, there. This has some. This plastic is like just a black thing. Incomplete claystone is better. So This is just a stupid variation, I think, that is not working. Oh, the difference is the strain and some roughness. Is it possible that is just that? There are other variations. Okay, the plastic is just a variation of the clay stone, but I think the clay stone is really what is working. And it will crash again. Yeah. um, I need to keep saving that. Alright, so let's move this to object, materials for objects, metal gray, okay. Delete, delete, plastic, yeah. Well, I'll investigate that later, because I think I have used this here and there, so whatever. Let's use this. Let's just call this whip, just to make sure. Then mark as asset, claystone mark as asset, there we go. Then bring this to object, save. Now I can. So yeah, if I were organized since the beginning, that will be much better for something happened. Hold on. Some very bright light. Scary thing. Hold on, folks. Yeah, I think I'll have to interrupt my stream. Something terrible happened. Some flash of light in the screen, or there was a. It's raining. It affect my vision. This is crazy. I don't know what really happened. So sorry, folks. I'll have to interrupt here. I'm fine, but this is scary. I am still seeing the shape of a square in my. I hope I recover. Thanks for watching, folks. I need to see what's